Hello there people, this is Bruce Be Cool or nintenbruce here, in a slightly weird position as you can see because I'm holding the camera and it's probably shaking around a bit. Not so much a vlog, but this is actually part of the 500 subscriber special, which should have been done ages ago, but as you guys already know from my vlogs and stuff, I just haven't had time to focus on anything, especially with my computer and blah 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 blah. You don't want to know all that sad stuff, but I finally got around to it. I mentioned in a previous video that I would either maybe show you some of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I've got, or do a best of a particular series. And the good news is I'm actually doing both because it's taken so long. I initially started on the little Sonic 1 best of series. It took forever and I thought, oh Jesus. Finally nearly got that done, and I thought, you know what, let's just bung this in as well as it is so late. So I'll just throw you a few, I'll show you just a small portion of my cards, okay? As you can see over here, ignoring all what looks like scaffolding and stuff, that's a ton of folders over there with all sorts of collections and stuff. Majority of it first edition. There's one trade folder there, and there's also a little Pokemon folder as well, which is pretty cool back in the day. Which, by the way, I've got to get around to showing you my old school Eevee deck, my Eevee Dark Dragonair deck. That was pretty awesome. But for now, I'm going to show you the promos that I've collected over the years. Don't expect any current cards because I just haven't got the money to support it, as I've mentioned many times before. I mean, I've moved out since about 4.5 years ago now, and haven't spent since. You can't. When you've got a mortgage, you just can't. So, unless you're a millionaire, of course. Anyway, let's get down to business. So, I'm not sure how well these are going to appear. Oh, that doesn't look too bad actually. So, this set here is of the... What the hell is it? BPT set? And then you've got another set behind it. But they're sort of like a nice cool hollow effectors, all the rare cards actually are. And in fact, that's one thing I don't get about like these promo cards, like how they got away with doing so many versions of the same thing. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at this, I've got like 3 Blue Eyes already, 3 Dark Magician. Then you're going into things like the more unique cards like Skull Dice and stuff, which wasn't really done outside of the promo. Might have been done in Dark Beginnings or something, but whatever. Zoa, Metal Zoa, and good old Goblin Fan. And speaking of which, so many cards of so many variations of cards that you can't use. God cards. So that's the hollow version, and then the ultra rare version. And I think it was the ultra rare version which was rarer than the hollow version, if that made sense. So continuing on, Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon. Blah, blah, blah. Can't even say it anymore. It's been ages since I've looked at these cards here. Oh yeah, one of my rarer ones there, Kanan The Swords Mistress. I'm not sure how well that appears, but apparently there was only so many of them done, and then there was like an ultra rare version made, but apparently the super rare was even rarer. Oh yeah, 2 Dark Paladins, because I remember the first, what was it? The first edition of the Magicians whatever set, MRC I think it was the limited version, and to actually get this print you had to get the unlimited version. Really, really strange. Oh yeah, and do you guys like this? So a few of the misprints here. So we've got a good old Sasuke Samurai, Spiritualism of course, Fiend Skull Dragon, most epic dragon ever, Graceful Charity, looks a bit different from the norm, Ryoku Field, Ring of Magnetism, and Royal Oppression, if ever I'd seen one. And then we go into a few more of the limited stuff. Amazon Chain Warrior. Oh yeah, Spell Canceller. Now you won't be able to tell because it's in there, but what's happened is the Spell Canceller writing has actually gone through to the other side. So that's a bit of a misprint there. And I forgot what was up with that. Oh yeah, weird little globule in the misprint of Guardian of the Throne Room, I believe it's called. Whatever. Don't know why Mad Lobster was there. Another Chain Warrior. A few Japanese cards there. The McDonald's packs, which I had to buy separately because they weren't released here in the UK. Yep, that's the end of that. then what we got here? Oh yeah, Magicians. McDonald's Pack 2, I believe this one was. Again, a nice full set. Not that any of them are, or rather the majority of them are really good nowadays. And what's this one? Oh yeah, I think this was like the tail end of Legend of Blue Eyes or something. Don't know why I kept this to one side. It might have been because it was the American version as opposed to the European version, I believe, where they split them off, and the ones that didn't make it into Legend of Blue Eyes for Europe ended up being in Spell Ruler, from what I remember. So yeah, what can I say? Oh yeah, and speaking of reprints again, Graceful Dice, Skull Dice, Exchange, Sinister Serpent, blah blah blah. Oh, you can tell straight away that Dark Magician is super shiny. Can I give it a little bit of a wiggle? No, it stopped shining. No, there we kind of go. Awesome. Gotta love those parallel effects. They're from the Power of Chaos games, I believe it was. That was the movie pack, Inferno Tempest, and the Sphinx guys. I believe that was from the same sort of thing, apart from this, which was another game. These were from tins, I believe, now. Even more tins, like going through the years. I think that's all I got through in terms of the tins. Again, there have been many more made from the years, but whatever, you can only get so far. This was the collector's sealed pack, I believe it was, where you got a pack of one Legend of Blue Eyes, one Metal Raider, like 6, but you know, 6 packs in all anyway. Again, more Slate Warrior and Fairy King Truestale versions. Getting to a few more weird cards. Oh, surprise! Dark Magician and Blue Eyes again reprinted. How they can get away with that is anyone's guess. Now I think this is where I started missing a few. Oh yeah, it wasn't that I missed them. It's just that the 2 I got of the Phantom Beast were ruined. Like, it was the way it was packaged in a game, and it just left this horrible print inside the card. So yeah, I couldn't keep them. Real shame there, real shame. Again, more limited editions. And over the years you do forget where you actually pick these things up from. Another version of Blue Eyes there, but a really funky looking one. And what's the deal with those? I think one was ultra rare and one was parallel rare or something like that. Oh yeah, Yujo Friendship and Judgment of the Pharaoh. A few more special promos there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I do forget, what are those ones? DL6. Not sure about that one. Bit of Acid Rain. Oh yeah, these are like super parallels. Back in the day when Cyberjar was played, I really wanted to use a parallel version of it because I love that card so much. Just look at the shine. It's so pretty. Apart from good old Lord of the Lamp over there. I missed a couple of these, unfortunately. This is, again, when I couldn't find certain things / didn't have the money for it. Oh, who's that guy? Exiled Force in super, super shiny mode. I forget why I separate these. I think I knew the packs back in the day. Again, another 2 Magician Girl, Ancient Lamp. And again, I forget where those are from. Duelist ID card, 2 sets, or 2 types rather. Fantastic. Oh yeah, the Scapegoat tokens. I was so happy when I got these. And look at them. Epic. Now where were these from? I think again this was a case of I did have these 3, whatever they were, but they were ruined somehow, which was super annoying. Now we've got the tournament packs. I did have tournament pack 1 somewhere. I think it's in my English or rather European folder. But yeah, as you can see, collected a few. Funny story with my first tournament pack win actually. I scored 2 packs, tournament pack 1. And in just one of those packs I got a super rare and a normal rare. I think that's probably the rarest thing I've had, just period. Yeah, that's part of number 1, I believe it was. No, that's tournament pack 3, my mistake. Then going into tournament pack 4. So missing 2 there, I think that was which had the grabby army card. I think it was magical arm shield or something like that. Actually ended up with an ultra rare of luminous soldier. That was extremely lucky over the super rares. Yep, lovely. Toon Kanan soldier. I think I actually traded for that. That one was quite a funky trade, obviously. And what else have we got here? This is again when I started running low on funds, and as you can see, wasn't able to join tournaments and win tournament packs and blah 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 blah. Sad story, I know. Oh no, I did get magical arm shield. Where did I get that from? Is this a complete tournament pack set? Tournament pack 8. No, I am missing a common from my tournament pack 8 set. Out of all things, tournament pack 8, Jesus. And oh yeah, picked up a satellite cannon from somewhere. That one was quite funky. And then they started calling them championship packs, I believe. But again, scored pretty well there. And then championship pack 9, and I think that's it. Nimble Momonga in super rare, amazing. And then a few more Japanese cards. And that's it really. Just randomly picked those up. I think I decided to buy a pack and was like, meh, didn't really get anything. But there you go. That is just one folder of that lot there. I think this one's probably obviously the rarest with all the tournament packs and so forth inside it. But that is just a folder which, again, I thought I'd show you guys. Hopefully a lot of you would know where they came from, the packs, and think, oh yeah, what a nice card, blah blah. And I just thought I'd show you because I haven't opened this folder up in a little while. I even had to give this a dust down before actually displaying it. In fact, there's still some dust on it now. But there you have it, there you have it. If you guys did want to see a few more Yu-Gi-Oh folders, then I don't mind whacking them out and showing you what else I've got, as well as the Pokemon stuff that I had. And I've even got, probably see that whole crate full down there, my old school Yu-Gi-Oh decks. You name it, I ran it back in the day. I had a big core deck, Fire with Estalos, my Relinquish deck, an Earth deck where I was concentrating on Scapegoats getting attacked for some strange reason. Whatever. If you wanted to see anything, by all means, you know, just pop a comment in the section below or send me a message and I'll see what I've got and I can hopefully show you it. So, if you guys like what you saw, like I say, this is mainly for you because of reaching over 500 subs now, which I'm very grateful for. And remember, this is only half the present. The other half is a Best of Sonic 1 collection, you know, the start of the Best of range. And, yeah, thanks. What can I say other than thanks? So, until next time, you guys take care, and I will see you again soon.